think we're live. And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Miss Great Goodies. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, the garbage truck drivers. Shout out to the law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to construction workers, heavy equipment operators, the chefs in the kitchens. Shout out to the security guards. Them shout out to the secretaries in the offices. People still have secretary. Shout shout out to everybody out there, man. As long as you're up and out to get it, and you're doing it honestly. But more than anything, shout out to the people them with a clean heart and a clear conscience who want good for other people as much as you want good for yourself. That's a good trait to have. So shout out to you for that. Mistress Michelle Banton, big up yourself, member for 23 months. And I can't ask for more than that. So good morning, SouFLo family and everyone. Shout out to you, my friend, and thank you for being here this morning. The chat room is open this morning, so people can come and talk your talk. All we're asking is that you keep it respectful. Nobody go up under anybody's mother. We don't do that over here, or you will be blocked permanently. Keep it kosher. We don't have to disagree. I mean, we don't have to agree on everything, but we can still be respectful towards it. Why me look rough, you know? I saw me stay here, man. Sometimes I like look rough. Sometimes I just like go and get a haircut and just make the beard just grow out and the head just look a certain way. I guess it still tell me some still can grow here, and these kind of things. And then you see me clean up and come out nice. So I think I do the same thing for even my vehicles. Like me just make them get dirty and I don't wash them for like 2-3 months. The vehicle look dirty, me look scruffy and kind of stuff. And then one day me just go detail out the vehicle and just clean up myself and just come out and look nice and thing. That's life. So it go. That's true. All right. How was the road trip? Audrey, you know what? This is how I know who watches the content from who does not watch the content. I have to drink some water. Hold on. That video I posted yesterday. See, some of these vlog videos, right? I only post them here because sometimes it's just for my kids and me. But me say, let me share it with the audience and then I'll private it or I'll just leave it there because we go back and watch our own videos years down the road, right? Like 5-6 years later, I could pull up like my kids them playing football and growing. They grew on this channel, but I could tell who watch the content and who doesn't. Somehow, no, just pass by just so you can say, yes, SouFLo, me, me watch you all the time and big up yourself, but you don't really watch. You just pass and leave a comment, right? The video title says it's an old video. It says that it has forgotten Christmas footage. Christmas gone, long time, right? Forgotten Christmas footage, road trip, and lot lizard conversation, right? So I saw a lot of people over there yesterday. Have a safe trip, bro. Missy Bram Bram, you're one of them. Have a safe trip, bro. Stay safe out there. I can tell that some people just come by. Have a safe trip, bro. Hit the thumbs up button, which I appreciate you greatly for that. Because you tune in, you hit the thumbs up button, you do the right things. But I would love for you to watch at least some of the video where you can at least know, say, it's an old video this SouFLo put up from December. It just have some footage in there when forget for share from December, right? And the lot lizard conversation was the one that I wanted to you to catch a hold of. Can you hear me like in the video I talk about myself? Me not try to start no trouble in a nobody family because I know a lot of guys who drive trucks for a living and they leave their wives at home because them drive the truck them long distance. Yeah, my little brother used to drive truck, but he was a round town truck driver. My uncle drive truck long distance. Long distance truck drivers usually have some problems in them life. Sometimes, either the woman thinks they're cheating on the road or him come home, come catch man in I'm house or something like that. Cause you have to have a good woman, to be able to traverse the road and be out here traveling and be gone from home weeks at a time. Cause some woman just can't turn her heel. She needs something in the something like constantly in the whole of the time in the something, and the little something will go it's not enough, right? And she just flirty, and she, when the cat's away, the rats and the mice will play, kind of thing. So these things happen. But me not try stir up nothing in a nobody family, but I wanted to talk about the lot lizard in the video. And there are these particular women who actually make a living by walking around, hanging around the lots in every city, in every state where truck drivers rest them truck. You have to come off of the road at a certain time. You're only allowed to drive a certain amount of hours per 24-hour period, right? So you have to come off of the road, go rest your truck, drop your load, and you chill. Some of them are actually really dropping their loads. Yeah, no pun intended, but pun intended. And they have these lot lizards that climb up in the truck with them and do them thing and these kind of, no, somebody is like, SouFlo, why? Why at? Now me I go have problems at home. My wife now gonna stop now. Yeah, and that's why you come 1 week and tired. The lot lizard them drain you. You look like when I lot lizard them drain you. Lot lizard, my friend. That's what they're called, lot lizards. They crawl around the lots until a truck driver says, come get in the truck with me. What do you want to do? You know what I want to do? Well, it's 25 for and 50 for minutes. I got you. Come on. And them jumping out of the truck. I saw it go. All right. So that was a part of that. Matter of fact, them just open one truck stop. Actually, this truck stop been right close to my house for not. It's next to a Walmart. But it used to only be a few trucks that used to be there back in the day. Now, all of a sudden, I see all kinds of trucks. I don't know if Walmart lease out the lot, but I see all kinds of trucks parking up there. And sometimes in the evening, I'll be leaving the gym, and my gym is across the street from it, and it get dark over there. And then now me start see all these ladies with them little bag. Some of them come out in at them, them looking at them like a stocking and tear up stocking with the tight short skirt and all these. I'm like, yo, I never seen them here before. But those are the lot lizards. They're making their money. And them says some truck driver too, they have different families in different states. There was one truck driver guy that I believe he had like 7 families in 7 different states. Like a woman, picnic, apartment or house, and wherever, set up this up. One in North Carolina, one in Georgia, one in Florida, one up the road in New York, him drive go, we are Canada, one up there. So, yeah, like these kind of things. So when Huzzy say he's not coming home because he's up on the road for the next 2 weeks, just know, say, he might have to go chop up them 2 weeks there. One a Cynthia yard, one a Karen yard, one a Demisha yard, yeah, and then he comes home to you, your wife number 4, but you think you are the one in his life, and if him gone for 4 weeks, so you know that go already. Focus on the morning thoughts. Leon Parson, don't tell me what to focus on, fam. This is morning thoughts. You see, it open up the place free. Now you feel like you can dictate me. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If your name was in green, you could do that. Your name is not in green. Don't do that. Enjoy being here for free, and I thank you for tuning in. Anyhow, I do need to be kept on track sometime because I do go off track. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, let's start out with, let me see. We have politician and school principal charged with buggery. Then we have Jamaican predator nab. I'm not going to get another one there. Ching Ching charged with breaches of the Firearm Act. Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, fumes over the results of the PMP. Wilson tops the recount, even though Tufton them ball out for a recount and still lose in the recount. I think he's pulling a Donald Trump. Vybz Kartel verdict is only 3 days away. And nearly 100 lotto scammers have been identified for extradition from Jamaica to the United States of America. Those are our topics this morning. Here we go. Let's start out with where do you want to start? Me know, see, sometimes I don't tell you where. I don't want you to tell me where to start because some of these topics go long, and some of them you can just breeze through. I mean, know which one we can breeze through and which one, you know, them need to get rid of that word buggery. Audrey said. Let's start out with this one first. So there is, since you said that, Audrey, here we go. Politician and school principal charged with buggery. He is a prominent politician and he was asked to resign. Errol Bosco is his name. He's the principal of Taki High School in St. Mary and the People's National Party politician. And he has been charged with buggery by the police. The charges emerged from allegations that were made by a young man. A young man. There's been an explosion of older men who love young man in Jamaica. I don't know what going, but Jamaica has gone all the other way. Anyway, the charges emerged from allegations made by a young man of sexual misconduct alleged by the educator. Him say, Bosco booger him when he went to seek some assistance in a legal matter from the politician slash school principal. It is also said that this young man was staying at one of his properties. The incident reportedly occurred at Bosco's house in Gale, in the parish, earlier this month. Bosco was charged on Sunday after he turned himself over to the police for questioning in the company of his attorneys. He is expected to appear in the St. Mary Parish Court this week. On Friday, Bosco resigned as the People's National Party's provisional candidate for the St. Mary Western. He is actually in the running for he is the candidate for St. Mary Western, and he had to drop out of the race and resign. Yeah. In the letter to People's National Party Mark Golding, Bosco denied these allegations, describing them as scurrilous and malicious. Well, he did not at the time provide details into the matter or state the nature of the allegations, which have since been revealed. On the heels of him stepping down aside as the MP aspirant, Generation 2000 G2K, the young professional affiliate of the Jamaica Labour Party, they were calling for his immediate resignation from his position as principal of Taki High School. Well, you know, politics are play right now. So anything anybody bad do over PMP side, JLP, I go jump in there and say, dash them out, fire them, fling them where you can't have them, and vice versa, right? So we expected that. Now the G2K, in a statement on Saturday, said that Bosco's resignation as the People's National Party provisional candidate for St. Mary Western, due to scurrilous and malicious allegations against him, has raised serious concerns about his ability to lead an educational institution, and we're urging him to do the right thing and thus tender your resignation immediately to safeguard the reputation and the well-being of the school. So if you stay there and fight it, people might think say the school is in cahoots with your buggery behavior, and the best thing to do for the school's reputation and even for the People's National Party reputation is to step aside. Step aside from politics and step aside from education. You know, I find it very funny that these prominent people are risking it all, like your professional career for like a piece of body and some salacious activities. I'm not condemning him and saying he's guilty already, because he himself has said that he is not guilty of these allegations, but he's refusing to say any more. Me not telling no life. My name called Pambati me out front in the front line, and I'm saying everything in front of everybody. I don't know this guy. Don't know which part this allegation come from. Somebody I try use him set me up, sir. You have never been to my house. Tell me what inside of my house look like. Something. But these people, them always go silent, and then later on when it comes out, oh, he goes both ways. Or, oh, he is gay, but he wasn't messing with that guy in particular. Oh, the guy did go to his house, but we never really do nothing. Him ungo rub him kneecap and him uncle them, but never touch him private. Me no know. Them always in a some weird behavior after in there, and that is the reason why they always go silent, right? Oh, I have nothing to say other than I'm not guilty. No, man, you need to say a whole lot more than that. The people need to hear a whole lot more than I'm not guilty. Everybody say I'm not guilty. When you catch a woman a cheat, the first thing she say is not what you saw. I'm not guilty. The first thing man get say when them a get catch is I never me do it. It wasn't me like Shaggy. I'm not guilty. Where we used to hearing I'm not guilty, right? So come out and say something else. We need more. We need an explanation. You owe the people them more. It's not pretty. You name call Pambati in the middle of the election, brother. Somebody said he's 23. I don't know who this is that came up with these allegations against him, but it don't look good. Anyhow, check this out. So I went back and did some research trying to see who this guy is, right? And the teacher hopes to provide a fix for Western St. Mary. And there was an article that was put out on Bosco in the Jamaica Observer previously. And it says, having been in Western St. Mary for close to 2 decades and not seen political representatives effect fixes that he believes the constituency need, educator Errol Bosco, nicknamed the teacher. One teacher I know, and he's about to be free. At least I think he is, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But he's nicknamed the teacher as well. That teacher they never call Pambati, but in the commandments, we're not really going at that. Anyway, the teacher is seeking to be a change agent as he aspires to become the People's National Party's candidate for the division in the next general election. This was printed way ahead of the election last year sometime. Bosco was 56 then, and he has spent the last 35 years in education, in the education sector. The last 18 years, he has been at Taki High School as the principal of Taki High School. So 30 odd years in politics and education, 18 years as principal. Wait there. 18 years as principal of Taki High School. That's a whole career up to retirement. Most people here, like when you're in the military, you bust your 20 and then you retire. You know what I mean? You wait for your 20 mark and you retire unless you're just overzealous and just want to go more. But I mean, 18 years and your name called Pambati, no? Could it be a setup? Could it be somebody trying to make sure that the election in Jamaica just looks funny as hell still? And I know now that all kinds of games are being played, but I'm never one to be like, the victim is lying, or the perceived victim or the alleged victim is telling a lie. If the man say you booga him, I mean, you must know what go on. How a man we're reaching a you? No man we're coming to my house can't tell me say me boogered him, right? He came to my house. We were here. We had a couple of drinks and we had a talk and like brethren, beat two domino. And then him left and go him yard. My wife was right there. My wife was serving us breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever time of the day it was. Him can't call my name Pambati. Him can't say nobody was there and SouFLo buggered me and now I want to press charges. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. He is believed to be one of several persons that were seeking to fill that vacancy as Jason Stanford stepped down as the party's representative after being beaten in the 2020 elections. Another aspirant for vacancy, and them talk about all who want the spot. In the meantime, the teacher, as they call him, is hopeful of a rescue act. Being a fixture in the community for 18 years, having run a successful school, I see where I'm now needed to broaden my scope, come out of my comfort zone and serve the people of Western St. Mary. Western St. Mary is one of the 3 electoral divisions in the parish, includes communities such as Bosco Bell, Caron Hall, Gale, Aracobessa, and Retreat. The Jamaica Labour Party, Robert Montague, who won the previous 2 elections in 2016 and 2020, is the sitting member of parliament over that constituency. Bosco campaign is centered around a 10-point plan. We're not going to have a 10-point plan because his plan just went out the window. I think he was forced to resign, and I think he has tendered his resignation at this point. Uh, naughty, naughty. Somebody said they need to get rid of that term booger or buggery. Yeah. I was reading upon the laws. I don't want to listen about the business this morning, but I was reading upon the laws, and it says that because of that actual boogery thing, when these nasty men actually do anything to boys, they're not charged with rape. But when them do it to girls, they're charged with rape. So the buggery laws is actually standing in the way of actual predators being charged with rape if they perpetuate the act on a boy versus if they perpetuate the act on a girl. That is my understanding of it. Now, under that, when I learned that, I started saying we need to do away with the buggery laws and just make it be straight rape because nobody no concern if one man want booger one next man. And that's what the buggery laws were about, right? A fool no business that go lock up round a one corner and do what no one do. It's 2024. We see it all over the place. Fine. But let's think about the young people who are underage, who are being abused and molested, and then there's no law to back up them or to speak on their behalf. You understand? So if a data go on, dash it out. But out of ignorance, Jamaican people aren't reading. So when them hear they want to repeal the buggery law and get rid of it, oh, a Batman something them want to bring in ya. Oh, no, no, no. Keep that on the books. Keep that on the books. At Jamaica, this. We know they are foreign. This under the USA. Buggery fit them for yeah, keep that on the book. And they're not understanding. It's kind of like the same thing that happened in Florida, where the governor of Florida said, no, that Black History stuff, nah, you can leave it out the schools. And then everybody was like, oh, F him. Damn racist. He doesn't want to put Black history in the schools. But they didn't go and read and see that in order for him to put the new Black history curriculum in the schools, they made it so that he had to put a LGBTQ agenda along with it into the schools in Florida. And he said, why can't I just put the Black history stuff into the school? I'm all for that. And they said, no, not without you putting this with it. That agenda must piggyback on this agenda to go into the schools. And he said, frig it, don't put none of it in there then. Then they came back in the media and told Black people that the governor of Florida doesn't want your history taught in your schools. Black people go crazy. See, we don't read no more. And this is where people like me read for you and then bring you the truth. Right. So I same thing at Jamaica go on with the buggery, repeal the buggery laws. The buggery laws do need to be repealed. I've read them. I've seen what it is about. It does need to be repealed because it leaves young people vulnerable and them nasty man here who look like them got animal, woman, man, picnic, tree, anything can get it. Them, they're getting away with stuff because the buggery laws are on the books and people are more concerned about what two consenting adults are doing than they are concerned about protecting the children. That's the truth, right? Right. Audrey writes, reading is fundamental. Absolutely. Reading is fundamental, but enough people don't read no more. It has been proven now that the most adults now, the most they will read are comment sections, and they will answer to comment sections, and they will read headlines, titles, or whatever you want to call it on videos, and that's it. Ain't nobody picking up and reading a full article anymore, how it is explained. And real news is not given to you through media because that's all for views, like sensationalizing, ratings for that station. Money is generated that way, ad revenues, etc. That's what that's for. And then, of course, you have these other platforms where things are sensationalized for membership, viewership, etc., etc. How many viewers, how many subscribers you can get to this platform. whatever. Real news is still given the long way. The big old newspaper where you have to shake it so and read page to page. It's there, right? And then some places have that same newspaper printed in long print on their site. But people don't have time to read that no more. Them just want a quick fix. Give me this quick. Give me this quick because I gotta switch to a next channel real quick. Everybody is short attention span now. Been conditioned that way. Right. Banches says lawmakers love doing this piggyback on the laws thing, and it has stopped me from voting for things I wanted because of those hidden agendas. Yes, and if you're educating yourself on what it is you're voting for, then you go to the fine prints as well. Yeah. But back to Mr. Basco now. Me not have nothing to say about him other than I hope justice prevailed. If the young man said he buggered him, and then the law has see, one thing I know about the law is this, right? You can't go to nobody and say, officer, SouFLo assault me. And then me go to them and within the presence of my attorney I am questioned, and then them just charge me so for assault. It's either they found reason to charge you or there is no reason to charge you. He was charged. He went to them with his attorney. He was questioned in the presence of his attorney. And you know, so when you're questioned in the presence of your attorney is going to say, don't answer that. Okay, answer that. Don't answer that. Don't say that. Right? Right. So how come him end up charged? Anyway, Mr. Basco, he's no longer there. So we don't have to worry about him anymore. Now, our next quick news out there, we're going to move right past, because you know, me want to get to the Ching Ching gun story, and me want to get to the Vybz Kartel verdict, which is in a few days and all that. Let's talk about them stealing the election in Jamaica and talk about Tufton real quick. It says Tufton fumes over results as the People's National Party Wilson tops the recount again. So what they're doing is count the votes them. Wait, so we lose? Count them again. Wait, say we lose again? No, I don't believe in this system. I don't believe in this justice in this system anymore. It kind of remind me like Donald Trump when he lost the election. You know, it was like, I don't believe in the system anymore. As long as you're winning, you believe in the system. But if you lose, you don't believe in the system anymore, and it needs to be overhauled. Let me just run through that one here real quick. In the aftermath of a closely contested local government election, which recently happened, a fiery debate has erupted regarding the need for reform in the country's voting system. Now, the magisterial recount in the keenly contested Ginger Ridge division in St. Catherine West Central ended yesterday after petitions were made by the Jamaica Labour Party lawyers to have some votes where a tick was used instead of a X. Because you know some of we real dunce. Them say put a tick or put a X. We go in there and we tick anyway. Some of we real unruly. If them say put a X, we put a tick. If them say put a tick, we put a X. So what the JLP did was they went in and they said, nah, it was supposed to be an X, but it's a tick. That a figure recount. This a figure recount, right? Because it wasn't in their favor. So they contacted their lawyers. Their lawyers pushed for a recount and they got a recount. The recount was summoned by the JLP party labor lawyers to have some votes where the tick were used as marking as opposed to an X admitted into the recount were denied by Senior Parish Judge Vinette Wentworth Miller. Now, the People's National Party incumbent, Ralston Wilson, prevailed against JLP counterpart Jeremiah Edwards, receiving 1,118 votes to Edwards, who received 1,111 votes. A difference of 7 votes is what? Right. Now, Wilson was also involved in a magisterial recount in the 2016 local government elections, winning by 18. Dr. Christopher Tufton now, he is the member of parliament for that constituency. And he is now expressing a lack of confidence in the electoral process in Jamaica. And he announced on Thursday that he will be filing an election petition. The issue for us is, as it relates to the Ginger Ridge division, is that we do not have confidence in the outcome. These numbers and this particular process, we remain very skeptical about these results, said Dr. Christopher Tufton. He continued to say, we are not confident that the will of the people through the majority vote, one man, one vote, has been expressed, and as is our right, we intend to take it to the next step, which is an election petition. Listen, Tufton said that he rejected the ballots, which is governed by a process, including ballots where the will of the voters and the intent of the voter was clearly expressed, but were rejected in a number of cases on the interpretation as to what the marking on a particular ballot should be. Should it be an X? Should it be a tick? If you tell me to say which side I am on and you gave me two boxes, and the two boxes, one is JLP, one is PMP, and you say mark the box. It doesn't matter if I mark a tick or an X in the box as long as the box is marked. But I understand that they want to get really particular with it, right? For us, the issue not only concerns around intent, which is fundamental, but also the inconsistencies that have been applied, where in some instances the ticks are recognized and in other instances they are rejected, and with augur in Edward's favor, Tufton noted. So, in other words, if they were accepted in his favor, his side, it would have been cool. But since they were not, then it's not cool. I no longer have faith in the system, and the system needs an overhaul. I don't know. I just feel like they might try very, very hard and everything to win this election on every level. That's how I'm seeing it. The Jamaica Labour Party is not playing when it comes to this election. They're not. They're trying every damn thing to win the election, including thief in it. And that's what I see. That me see. That me see. So big up to them. You know, like I said before, a wise man said, if you don't want to win, he said if you didn't cheat, that means you didn't want to win bad enough. Of course, it don't sound good, cause I know that we want here. But in the grand scheme of things, let me tell you something in life, right? Nobody no business how you win, you know. Nobody business how you win, and I've grown to notice that as a grown man. People only care about how you read, how you're there, which part you're there, like as in him the deso. They don't care about what he did to get there, so him the deso. See, it is about what you have now. It's about what you can afford now. It's about your influence and your power that you wield now. It's not about what you did to get it. No one cares. We live in that kind of time now. But you know, say I kill him, mother. Him mourn mother and murder, you know. Yeah, forget for reach. Me no business, dog. I lie ya tell, cause me never hear that yet. You ever see the man house yet? It's a big rotten mansion him living in, you know, brother. Yeah, man, a X7 up there, not even a X6. Yeah, the X6, I'm like a picnic drive that go school, is a X7 up there. Yeah, and two big Benz. And a chauffeur driven car with tint up. Me don't even know the name of that car. Yo, the man rich so tell. Yeah, and that's what them care about, right? Then nobody care about if you kill your mother for reach which part you reach, how much baby you name for reach which part you reach. They don't give a damn. So, in the vein of that, I guess the goal is at the end of this, we better stand victorious. That's why I can't say somebody select up something and put it on my man the head and say, protect which family? Go here. Get your ass back over there, so boy, and go serving at what you want to do. Now, KSAMC is still a tie at this moment. If you check the update, it says it is still a tie because they did a recount over there too. Too much confusion in our local election. Me can't understand what I go on. Me confused. I wish somebody could help me out, but I think everybody else is as confused as I am about all this as well. Not true? Now, moving right along, right? Nearly 100. I talk to you every time when I now listen. Me tell you, say, when you see enough of them man up on the ground in Jamaica with some backpack, every time I go down to Jamaica now, I see more and more of them in weird places. And I'm like, tourists no venture that far. Them tourists are brave. Them tourists here have backup. If them call backup right now, man, jump out of bush pan you. Something else are going, right? But this is me just traveling around my little Jamaica and just observing the change of things. See? All right. Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Chang, says that nearly 100 persons have now been identified by the authorities for extradition to the United States of America on lotto scamming charges. So them have whole heap of silver bangla anklet and free plane ride and 3 meals a day and prison cell. It's the hookup. It's the hookup. I guess everybody wants it because which part 100 I know ago? Where 100 I know ago? That don't sound like something exciting to me. Me like to know where I am going. I like to book an Airbnb ahead and see picture of where I'm gonna be staying. I don't like jewelry. You might find one elastic band for me hand or something. Me don't want nobody shankle man ankle me. I don't want nobody tying my ankles to my friggin' elbows and knees. Me don't want none of that. Right? But it look like we're excited. So here we go. Chang made the disclosure, and mind you, this is Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Chang, the same one where he drop asleep in a parliament when them did a chat about important matters. But Chang made the disclosure on Thursday while speaking at the Global Service Association of Jamaica President's Breakfast Forum in St. James. Since 2016, some 29 Jamaicans have been extradited to the United States for lotto scamming. But I told y'all, the US said they're going to be working closer with Jamaican authorities because they believe that there are a lot more of Jamaicans that are making a lot of money. I think it's over 1 billion US dollars annually has been tracked to be in scammers' money in Jamaica. So if you think that the man them now make no money, the man them make a whole heap of money, you hear me I say, and now you know Uncle Sam stay about fee money already. You and make money, a fee money, and me can't tax that. You have to come over, you have to come sit down for a minute. So that's how it works. Yeah. Now, noting the lotto scamming has many implications for Jamaica's economy. Chang stated that the government is pooling its resources to fight against this criminal activity, to include working more with their US counterparts. You know, the 3-letter people, them, the F and the C. I like call them name. Yeah. He said that the Jamaica Constabulary Force, or the JCF, Communications Forensic and Cybercrime Division, CFCD, and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, along with other government agencies, have joined forces to penalize these perpetrators. The government in Jamaica has no problem cooperating and working to mitigate and hopefully remove this particular scourge of criminal activity from our system because they are a dark danger and a risk to our society, he said. First of all, let me interject my little piece of opinion. Anyhow, 1 billion US dollars is being made in Jamaica through scamming. Just know, say, people in positions of power and authority are also involved. And because we can't do it. No little one man can turn a Jamaica, pull down no, get together no organization and pull up 1 billion US dollars per year. You're mad? Eh? And then live to show it off? Okay. So let's just know that. And anybody who have some sense knows that too. Even the US authority knows that too. That's why them down at Jamaica look so. But I told you on another video, they started to implement other things, like go after their mothers. This is what they said. And Mrs. So go watch the other video when we put up. They're going to start going after their mothers. Some people are saying, but what if mommy don't have nothing to do with it? It also said, and their other extended family members. It's in plain friggin' writing. So mother, uncle, girlfriend, father, sister, brother, yeah, granny, what they're coming to Jamaica to do, you see? You see all of them big house there, unfinished house and this house and that house. They had journalists and other people down there who were walking the ground, just looking and admiring people rotted property. And me, I said to myself, say, I wonder if them know say someone will go foreign for 20, 30 years and walk out with soul case and save up the money. And we take with time and build up them something here. They looking at it like, my gosh, that looks like about 20 bedrooms. Now, who would want a house like that in a place like this? You, you would. That's why you don't gotta look for the people in place, cause you would have wanted. In their mind, man, I don't give a damn. They probably sitting there talking about, well, if I could just own this for myself, the real estate in Jamaica is booming right now, and especially the Airbnb thing. That could be our property, John. Don't you think? Yeah. Who owns that property, by the way? And them start digging at the Jamaican government sitting. Who owns this property? Where is the paperwork for this property? How did this property come about? So now they're gonna start. If you put it in your mother name, your mother must can show that she have a track record of finances that allows her to allows her to own something like that, not accept, to own something like that. So anybody name you put it in them in a problem if them can prove legally. So listen, I've been working for Mass Joe, or may have my own business. Here is my whatever the paperwork is for the end of the year. Here is how much the business been making for the last. I can more than afford this house. While you dig it in my business, they'll say, okay, bye. Or you go put it in a granny name. Granny a cook a Alston secondary from the last 20 years. VR salary for the last 15, 10 years was below minimum wage. Ain't no way Granny can own that big house that where you just put up there, so, and all them nice car that where I drive go up, they go park. So now they're gonna take that away. Them a go shankle man and clear Granny and go drag Granny go foreign. Granny, if she never left Jamaica before, this is gonna be her first trip. I don't know if you want to do that to her, but that's what they're planning on doing, right? So me I paint the picture clear for you. I've been warning y'all for years. All right. I was warning you before the 29 got taken out of Jamaica. Go back and watch my old videos. I said they're coming. They're coming to Jamaica. Once somebody tell me, yo, boy, I thought Flog, I thought your mother, you must feel like say a little bit of money, man, I chop down here. So no lie. I had to go do my research some more. And I found out how much they were chopping. I said, blood fire? They might make some serious money. But within a year of me giving that first warning, there they were on the tarmac, shuffling behind one another like this, heading up that airplane. Brother, me no want nobody take me out of Jamaica, especially them come for you in summertime too. Summertime in Jamaica, 102 degrees. Water warm. Outside hot, you don't know that. And then them carry gone way up a way, where even a summer it cold up there. Or them catch you December right before Christmas when it a freeze and carry go way up in North Dakota. Y'all look for go a Grand Market night tomorrow night. You there go out to Norman Manley International. No, sir. If that's what you want for yourself, though, hey, then go right ahead, man. But while lotto scamming has been attributed to an increase in gang violence and murders across the island, Chang said that the criminal activity has additionally damaging effects on the country's development, arguing that the major corporations may actually shy away from conducting business in Jamaica because, the lotto scamming breed up the gang violence and the murders and this, so then we're afraid to come in. I have another theory. They might look at it as the perfect place to come open up them business. If y'all notice, a lot of foreign entities have open business interests in Jamaica. And the reason why is because them too are probably some rotted criminal elements that find Jamaica to be an easy place to launder their money at. I'm not pointing any finger at anybody. I might be staying at some of you places when I'm there. Leave me alone. I'm not try damage nobody business. I'm just wisening the masses though. See? Now, in addition to the murder of our citizens and the extortion of honest people in North America, it damages the economic the economic prospects of the country. He says that if your cyberspace is not dependable, effective, and has the appropriate response, we will lose opportunities. Hmm. These are those who will want to place their business in Jamaica. There are those who will want to place their business in Jamaica, he said, though. Now, for his past, CFCD Communication Officer Deputy Superintendent Maurice Good, he shared that some 450 individuals have been arrested for lotto scamming and lotto scamming related offenses in Jamaica since 2016. 450 so far. Here's my question. Of the 450 so far that have been arrested, how many have been tried and convicted and are serving any amount of time? I want to bet Mr. The answer is none. Criminal charges have been further laid against 400 of them, and 62 have since been convicted. So there you have it. 450 and 62 has been convicted. Tells me that the conviction rate is pretty low. Not only that, of the 450, they have already pointed out 100 that will be extradited to the United States of America. Well, guys, welcome to the US when you get here. Well, I would say drop your bags, but you're not going to have no bag. Pick up your shankles and go that way, wherever they tell you to go. That's what that's going to be. Enjoy your stay. You'll be working less than I am. Come have to wake up every morning 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. I'm sure you'll be sleeping in your cell. You'll be well secured. Your meals will be provided 3 times a day. You don't have to work for it or pay for it. You should be okay, right? Just clench your body tight because the prison them up here, them love aisle up man and do them kind of something that to them and them thing that. My cousin told me that they save Kool-Aid and then put it on your Lipton lipstick and then tear up t-shirt and make it tie front and make you walk the tear and all these things. If you encounter any of those things, I hope that none of it happens to you so you can make it back to your yard untouched. All puns intended in one piece. May I pray for your safe return. Here, you don't accept that because you know that did a come. See it there. Go and go handle that now. Now, dancehall artist Ching Ching, my friend. Yeah, Ching Ching is to appear before the courts to answer to gun charges. Charges related to breaching of terms and conditions of his firearm license. Ching Ching. Rosar fry. Ching Ching. Yeah. Check it out. Why we stay so? Me I read the comment them. See? Them a spin propeller. V. Mama, come take me out here. Your mother can't even reach you, my friend. You're in North Dakota. Your mother is in Montego Bay or somewhere in St. James or somewhere in Clarendon. Them have you way over so. Them Yankee boy don't know about no spin propeller. Are you them want spin? Yeah. Are you them want spin? You think them easy? Listen. Ching Ching. Get gun charges now. I want to explain Ching Ching charges clearly so there's no mistake in it. But before I do that, let me say this. I hate the fact that we love to pretend that we support each other. Yeah, man, I'm glad to see him, man. Him rising. I remember from when time him start out, him never have no subscriber. You're so from there from a 52 subscriber you have, I'm glad to see you reach your spot, you reach still, and the thing look like it a grow. I say, big up yourself, man. If anything should happen to me today, remember me tell you, say 90% of the same people them I got turn around and say this. Yeah, man, a long time that happened to him, man. Chat too much. Every last day him get up a chat. For him go look work. That kind of stuff. Yesterday, the comments that I saw under the Star and the other news entity that dropped the news about Ching Ching, it was disheartening, because the comments were like this. Then I'll him to a gunman. Jesus Christ. 15 years, nothing less. Them start all, cause remember, the gun laws change in Jamaica. So if you get caught with an illegal gun, then you're supposed to be going automatically to do a certain amount of time on all this. It, no good comment. But here what? It's not an illegal gun them catch Ching Ching with, right? So somebody is disappointed now. The haters who act like they're secret haters, but them act like say them are one of your fans and friends, right? They're now disappointed when them hear this. It's not an illegal gun he got caught with. Okay? Ching Ching is 41 years old. The 41-year-old artist whose given name is Radian Beckford, he was charged in relation to an incident in Portland on Wednesday. Reports from the police are that he was driving a Toyota RAV4 along, hear them now, RAV4, after Sean Paul carrying him big tour all over the world. Him not drive one big Benz. Him not drive one big Beamer. So them go on. Anyhow, the man was driving a Toyota RAV4 along the Sansan main road when he was signaled to stop at a checkpoint during the police vehicular checkpoint operations. During the search, squad the one search up the car. That means that you think you not get no ratings, right? Because one time you're a big star, usually them say, "Oh, Sean Paul, man, make him go on, man." Yeah, yeah. Well, go on, just give me the light. Yeah, man, are you that man? Big up yourself, Sean Paul. You're up on the island. All right, so enjoy yourself. Go on, man. But you see if them don't rate you, you're there talk about. I mean, officer, ching, me bumbo class. Step out of the car. Step out of the car and stand up over there, so. Search where search. And then they search the vehicle, right? So you don't get no ratings. Anyway, them search the vehicle, and lo and behold, they said they found something. During a search of the vehicle and a search of his persons in body, it was established that Mr. Beckford's firearms license for a Glock pistol with 50 rounds of ammunition, which was issued last February, had expired September 19th last year. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months ago, him firearm license expired and him still have the same firearm. The firearm was seized on the spot and Beckford was charged. His court date is being finalized currently. Shout out to IRI FM for the clarification of that news. See? Now, it's not an illegal gun. His attorneys will get into court and they will say, the FLA considered him worthy in the first place to have a gun, and they issued him one. Because in Jamaica, that's how they do. You have to be considered worthy by the FLA to have a gun or to have a permit to carry a weapon concealed. So he was considered that. The man just done tour down the world with Sean Paul and all kind of things. His attorneys will go to court and they'll say, "Look, officer," or "Look, judge, my client was extremely busy. He's a busy, booked out recording artist, constantly flying in and out of Jamaica, around the world, does shows everywhere. It slipped his mind. He didn't remember. Maybe he thought it was a 2-year guarantor on his permit, when in fact it was one. And it didn't even come to his attention until the officers at the search said, "Hey, your thing expired." And he was like, "Oh my God." So it was an honest mistake, and we'll deal with it from here forward. He's not known as a criminal element. He is not mixed up in anything, not even by association, etc., etc. And they'll go ahead and probably reissue him one new one, and he'll go on about him business, right? So it's not a big deal, but me know it's not that the haters them they want to hear. Them they want to hear such a Ching Ching get catch with illegal gun, 9mm and 50 rounds of ammunition, and will be going to prison for the next how many years. So some honesty, man. Ching Ching, go clean up your stuff. I remember watching a video where they were doing a documentary about the prison complex down in Miami, Florida. And there's a youth. All the youth I do, I try elevate himself. So the man have 2 full-time job. Him work one at night time, one at daytime. I've lived that life before. The man I run between job from here so to there so. The day his tag on his car expired, him never remember. Cause when we get off work, me have to head over to the next job, right? And clock in and start work again. He got pulled over in the process. He was driving on a suspended tag. Them handcuffed the youth, and carry him go down the jail complex down in Miami, downtown Miami. And within the 15 to 20 minutes of him being there, somebody punched him in his face and broke him jaw. And they had to tie a cloth under him chin and tie it up at top of him head and put him on an elevator where them carry him to another floor where he could get medical attention and where people who were less threatening were. And I said, look at this shit. All this young man was trying to do was elevate himself. That's all he was trying to do. And he was even telling the officers, he was like, you can have somebody come tow, you could tow my car, I could have my mom come pick it up, I could do something, then handcuff him, drag him in there anyway. And the poor youth is not a fighter. Him get thumping in him face, him chin broke. 15 minutes or so he was in there for. I felt so sorry for him, to see blood that drip out that side of his mouth, and him couldn't move him out like that. And so them have to go wire up him jaw after that and all that. But I say that to say this, right? Sometimes people ain't into what you think they into, because you seen him in that cell, he handcuffed and all that. Look what he was doing. Look what the hell his charge was. Him shouldn't even have been there. Same thing for people like Ching Ching. Them man they are no gunman. Them man they are artists. Them man they are a dancer. Them man they have been doing this forever. Name never called upon nothing yet ever, right? And obviously had his thing for his protection. Now again, I keep on stating with Jamaica and the FLA. The FLA in Jamaica is one bag of break. Believe me, foolishness is what they deal with. Those people will give who their comparis and parties are, make sure they are armed and protected, even if they have a criminal record or even if they are unscrupulous people who should be vetted better and looked into. But the average man who say, yo, now it is of my belief that if you are somebody famous, you should automatically be given the right. You're famous and you don't have no criminal record, you should automatically be looked at by the FLA as a high risk person. What are the odds that gunman would try to juke you down? Because you're there, Jamaica driver X6 BMW that's a 2023, or because you are Popcorn, or because you are a Sean Paul, or because you are a Chiching. Yo, the man, their money in a dog. Yeah. Yo, make him run some of that money there, brother. It's inevitable, right? So you have to give people like those, at least give people like those the right to protect themselves. That's why people like Laden, people like Tommy Lee, people like all of them separate the image from the individual. Before they arrested Tommy Lee had no friggin' criminal record. All they do is kept drawing him in for this, question him, have to let talk, them can't find nothing, drawing him in for that, drawing him in for that, couldn't find him for nothing. Eventually caught him with that gun. Caught him with the gun because you done make me paranoid already. So me I keep it closer to me now than ever before. Me don't know if you don't want to kill me. I don't know what I try to. I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Well, judged by 7 in Jamaica then than carried by 6. See? In Florida, you can walk in the store and buy any gun as long as you have no felony. God is God, man. Absolutely. That's why I love Florida. That's why I love Florida. That's why I live Yasso. Everybody Yasso armed up to the T, right? I'll tell people all the time. I say, if you in Florida and you driving, and you see like a little road rage situation I go on, brother, just ease up off of the gas and make people go about them business. Because that's how I do. I just ease up off the gas and just make them go. Me no business. You can't throw me finger. You can't yell out your window to me. My bad. I apologize. I'm sorry. Because you about to start shooting and I'm about to start shooting too. And we about to be out here shooting it out. Right? It actually makes you respect others more. It makes you respect others more. Can't tell you how much time me just left my front door open Even yesterday, I did it again yesterday. Yesterday we are getting ready to leave the house. I'm open the door from in the morning, afternoon area because my older kids were outside playing with the babies, right, in our front yard. And we are getting ready to go up on the road, and naturally I'm gonna check all the doors before I leave. When I go check my front door wide open. Like anybody could just walk up and just walk right in. Used to leave my key in the door all the time. Somebody can take the key, they go cut extra key, put your key back, do all kind of something, come in when them feel like it, all kind of something. None of that happens here. Ain't nobody breaking in no house here unless they're on crack, high as hell, and willing to risk their life for it. People will shoot you out the house and cross the property back in our street. For real. So in Jamaica, my thing is arm the citizens so the citizens can get active with being a part of their own protection. Cause gunman have gun for sure. Gunman not care about no law. And the average citizen who is a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, they're not using a gun just for use a gun. I know a lot of people. SouFLo, stop it, because more guns don't mean nothing other than more murders. Cause Jamaica people head hot. Listen, if your head hot here in Florida and you are a legal gun owner and you use that rotted legal gun the way you're not supposed to, you're gonna have a long time in prison to cool off your hot head. Because the minute you use that gun the way you're not supposed to, your ass is going to prison like a criminal. You understand? And we know that. We know that. So we not just frivolously just take it out for any argument. Hey boy, we are chat to me. I'm illegal. Strap on me, no. Nah, you better diffuse that argument some other way because they coming for you. So that's all Jamaica needs to do. Hear me say it already, man. I'll say it again. Government is put there to govern. You hear that? Government is put there to govern. So no excuses can't run the place. If the people could govern themselves, there would be no need for government. The people them obviously can't govern themselves. So government has to step in. Stop talking about all the people them head hot. It's like we're some friggin' Neanderthals and we can't. Come on, man. Put the laws in place. Arm the people them legally. Mas Joe have him gun, him can protect him farm, him yard, him house, himself, him life. Yes, and protect him wife and all these things. And him know say if him does pull it out and fire it, so he immediately becomes a criminal. And now he's gonna be tried and convicted like a rotted criminal. Him no want that. Enough people just want it, just so them can say them have it, just in case them need it, but me not gonna need it if there isn't any need for it. I'm not going to go around creating a need for it. If anything, I even try my best to make sure nothing happens. Because me know me have it for me. You understand? Me know me have it for me, you know. That's why I make slow down and say, go. Let them go. Hey, my bad. I'm sorry. Hey, because me have it for me. Yeah, I know have it for me. Sometimes it's in my hand already. I'm using the other hand like, it's okay. My bad. Go ahead. This hand yeah, they're right below the thing like this. If you ever trip, I let that go, but walk within the confines of the law. That's it. You're not a criminal, so don't make a gun in your hand, make you start the criminal things. And the average Jamaican is not going to do that. Law-abiding, tax-paying citizen just want one for no say them can save themselves when time come. But the frigged up FLA in Jamaica needs an overhaul, and that's where the problem lies. With that said, onto our locker wife. I go to the gym this morning, working on her sexy body. You know, somehow coming all these things. She done sexy already still, but she tightening up. The last one for the morning will be the Vybz Kartel verdict, which is on its way. And the verdict is due in 3 days. The verdict for Vybz Kartel. Now let me run this down for you. And we've been following this the whole way. Vybz Kartel was arrested in 2011. He's been in custody since 2011. He was convicted alongside Sean Storm, alongside Kahir St. John, alongside the rest of the man them, and some usually say the name them. He was convicted in 2014 We're in 2024, which makes it almost 14 years because we don't hit the month yet from that year, 2014, to make it. What the verdict is going to be, I see a lot of people still praying for him to be behind bars. I realized a couple of things. So I was reading upon how the Privy Council gives their final decisions and stuff, and who finds out first, the possibilities, who finds out first before who the public knows, and so on and so forth. Come me I dig, me I try to find out if them know something when me don't know, right? Jamrock TV says 23. 23 what Jamrock TV? 23 years before eligible? Let me say something to Jamaican people, right? I know you love Lizard more than anything else, you big dirty hypocrite, you. Over 14,000 Jamaicans have been murdered since Vybz Kartel went to prison. Over 14,000. Let that sit. Just don't race my words. Just think. 13 years more fire. Over 14,000 Jamaicans. Over 14,000. You know, say if you go up a stadium and you see 1,000 people, a whole heap of people that, right? All right. You know, if you see two, a whole heap of people. You know, if you see 10,000 people in a one place, it's a whole heap of people that, right? Cartel was the problem? Okay. Them lock him away. Over 14,000 Jamaicans have been murdered since Vybz Kartel was incarcerated. I mean, not here. You see all them people here who are talking, if it's turn in there, because we not want no more murdering around ya. I didn't hear you say shit about the 14,000 that has been murdered since he was convicted. Yeah, that part. So, want an explanation of, is Lizard so endeared to you, or is this the vehicle that you use to hate somebody? Because just like how when you did a pray for Ching Ching actually get catch with an illegal gun, y'all couldn't wait. Just went to social media. Yes, 15 years. See you in 15 years. All him a gunman too. Just like how you did that, is the same way. We have this thing about us where we hate to see certain people elevate certain ways. A lady said to me yesterday, said, I can't understand you. Why are you advocating for this murderer criminal to be free? What has he ever done? I know she ain't gonna listen, so I listed all of it that I think he's done. Yeah, and then me ask her, what has she done? Me know for a fact say him send more school youth go school and pay for more youth tuition than you ever did. I know for a fact that him help more people pay all them bills on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis than you ever did. I know for a fact that he educated more people than you ever did according to how the system is actually ran and what position we play as servants in the system than you ever did. I can't tell the first person when I know that Jamaica not truly independent, and me have to go look. Because me did it every year. I say our independence, our independence. A teacher will call him for a reason. You hear that? So I had to go look it up. And one of the things, funny enough, before he was even incarcerated, was the Privy Council that came across. And the question, logical question in my mind was, how the hell can Jamaica's highest courts be in the UK, in London, England, if we are independent? Your highest court would be on your grounds, in your place. Unless you're a part of a conglomerate, like them put together something that would specifically serve the Caribbean, and then we would have our Supreme Court on one of these Caribbean islands. But the law lords, we still answer to the law lords of England. That means Jamaica is control, and then somebody say, oh, SouFLo, you're late. So go look up what the Governor General do and where a theme position. So him are the big overseer of the plantation, my friend. Right. So them just pretty up things, call it different name and give it back. Rewrap the same old gift in a different wrapper. There's a lot of education that go on behind that. Whose mind are you enlightening to what the hell is going on and how we can get up? Then the man lead by example. One thing me always did love about Cartel, me always did talk about him father. A lot of our people that they elevate, they always go look for the one them where say, well, me never grew up with my father, you know. Yeah, so there goes the black man because he's not there. He's never there. Him always run left feet and pick to them. That's the narrative they want to paint, right? Funny enough, I know more fathers than and households with fathers than those without. But yeah, that's not the narrative. So the man always talk about him father. He ain't talk about him mother and him love him mother unconditionally. He make songs for her and all that. But him always talk about his father. And he always talk about his father's work ethic. And he always talk about how his father governs the family and all those things. Right? Right. So yeah, Veronica Gale, check it. You said me we love the verdict. Me peep something. Me read two things. One of the things that I read was that somebody me not speaking in parables now. Somebody know something before something is read publicly to us. That's one. For two, me see a conversation between Vybz Kartel and Isaac Buchanan. Vybz Kartel put out, go to his Instagram if you don't follow him already. Go on his Instagram and you will see it. Backtrack to the conversation where he big up a handful of attorneys. Said these are real attorneys. Big up to these attorneys who handled this appeal. In that, you will see his attorney say, if you don't care me go on tour with you, me I sue you. Put what me just said together and stitch it and see where you see. But I'm not gonna be that forward just to come out and say. I will just say 3 more days to go, and then we'll hear what the Privy Council says. And I say that just like how when any news house read news, they have to say allegedly, and they have because them never did it, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna keep it like that, right? My hope is that he is free. What I think is gonna happen is that I think he is gonna be free. I think they're going to let him go. Now, in the event that they don't let him go, the only other thing they can do is them can't go say nothing wasn't wrong with the case. We all saw there was a bunch of stuff that was wrong with the case, but we all saw that. So that can't be it. It can only either be retrial, which nobody is hoping for, or he's free. Now, in the event of a retrial, he's gonna be free any friggin' ways. It's just gonna be another long process of fighting more with the same rotted people who maliciously did what they did in the first place. And let me say this for everybody while we close this video this morning. They probably could have gotten a clear conviction on Vybz Kartel, you know. They probably could have. But they were in a hurry. Not only were they in a hurry, they wanted to sink him so bad that they were like, boy, I mean, I think this I got stick, so make we add this pan it. And then make we do this. And then make we do that. And somebody say, you know, so we can't do that. And him say, do it, you know, business. Make we do that too. And put that pan that. And by the time we sink him not gonna have no money, no resources for go all the way fight, go a Privy Council. Because when him come to fill with higher courts in Jamaica, we are turn it down. They didn't expect that he was going to grow behind bars. Cartel is bigger now than he's ever been. He is bigger now than he's ever been. He is bigger now than he has ever been. His influence is stronger than it has ever been. His music has reached wider across the globe than it has ever reached. His image, him just bigger now than he has ever been. So that's not what was expected. What was expected was a decade behind bars, you disappear. Nobody remember you. New generation come, new music come, new faces on the scene. Nobody speaks of you anymore, and it never worked like that. So here we are. Either way, we'll be right here to accept whatever the verdict is on Wednesday when the verdict is read. I hope you all have the link to that site there to go see it. I will be up early in the morning because just like the appeal, England is on different time from us. And so I believe the appeal started around 4 a.m. in our time or something like that, 5 a.m. in our time. I'm guessing it'll be around that same kind of time. No time was given. I'll reach out and see if I can get the proper time for it from ISAP Buchanan or somebody, right? But it's 11 a.m. Thank you. 11 a.m. Is that 11 a.m. standard Eastern time, though, or Eastern Standard Time? King David, 4 p.m. UK time. Okay. 4 p.m. UK time can be okay, so it can be 11 a.m. for time. That would be 11 o'clock at night. See, JPM, CPM formula said 9:08, 11 a.m. Jamaica time. King David say yes, sir. I'll do a confirmation. I'll do a confirmation. Cause I see confusion. Yeah. One thing me know is this. I was gonna be in Jamaica anyways, because as y'all can see, it's been a couple of months. My phone just remind me, say I was in Jamaica 10 months ago. So I need to get back because me not really stay out of Jamaica too long like that anyways. And shout out to the people them who still haven't booked a ticket and still haven't been to Jamaica in a long time. Now is a good time to go. Now is a good time to go. I won't tell you what day I'm flying or what part of the island I'm gonna be on, but I could tell you that I'll be in Jamaica soon too, right? It's on their website as 4 p.m. UK time. 4 p.m. UK time is if you work it out 7 hours ahead for our time. Or 7 hours behind for our time. Me work it out, I'm making know. So it's 11 a.m. Jamaica, UK 5 hours ahead, King David says. Who's behind Rosemary King? All right. CPM say Cartel for link up with me. Cartel not link up with we, man. Cartel is huge. Cartel is huge. Cartel are gonna link up with the entities that are coming at him. Me can't compete with no Beyonce, Jay-Z, uh, no Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is a very close friend of Vybz Kartel, and Busta been following this the whole time. Busta even fly go down at Jamaica and was there at the trial. Busta said he have to go see it himself. You understand? And him and Cartel reason for a minute and these things. And if you check back, if you know the musical history, you will know that them are brethren from a long, long time before that. So these kind of people, you talk about big old multi-millionaire, world famous individual, poor little SouFLo. I'm in the back, but all I want to see is freedom. That's it. We're not gonna take up no more time because wifey has to go to the gym and it's 10 minutes after, which we're cutting into her time. And the sooner she goes, the sooner she can come back. So I'll see y'all tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. God spare our life. We get the time right. Missy Brom says 11 a.m. USA time, 10 a.m. Jamaica time. All right. That is it. All right. One love. Walk good. Be good. Think about the things you do before you do them. Consequences are out there. And something named karma never misses an address. Remember that here? All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.